question in your mind, why we have chosen salmon oil and what is basically Optigen BR technology. Okay, so I will focus first with the salmon oil. Okay, now can anyone tell me why did we go for a salmon oil? Why did we not choose any other product? Any ideas?
It's good for the brain or heart.
Besides that, what else? Just as a general idea, what is fish oil being used for? Anything? Just guesses. Okay.
To avoid heart attack.
That's one of the things. Okay, so these are some of the main answers that I'm getting from all of you. But with salmon oil, with the addition of these things, we have many more things. So let's start. When and where we discovered the health benefits of fresh fish oil and why it is good for the human health. Any ideas? When was this concept of fish oil developed? Right. Okay, I will just, for your information, let's move forward. So, in the 1970s, it was discovered that the Inuit people of Greenland and Alaska had an absence of heart diseases and diabetes. So, from there, the researchers came to know that there is something in their diet that is preventing them to have such diseases. Now, following multiple studies, they showed that they were using salmon in their diet. Now, when they are using salmon in their diet, meaning they were using omega ester oils. That's a superficial layman terminology that everyone can know. Okay, that you are eating a fish, so there would be omega-3 oils. But when it comes to the specific areas of Greenland and Alaska, what they discovered that their diet included salmon, and what happened? They noticed that their age longevity is the longest. So globally, they started observing. If you can see, Norway, Japan, and Sweden, they have the highest life expectancy rate. That is from 83.3 years to 84 and 83.2. Why? Because all of these countries have a high intake of salmon. Even Japan, they have salmon sushi, they have sashimi grade of fish. That is the reason that helps them to live a long life. Similarly, there were other countries like Finland, France, Denmark, UK, Canada, USA. So these were some of the countries that they checked. They were consuming the highest quantity of salmon. The US consumer eats 5 to 10 times less salmon than the top 3. That's why it's still 77.3 years. When it comes to Philippines, do you know what's the general expectancy rate here? No.
60.
60 something.
It's 59 years only. Why? Any idea?
So much consumption of cigarette.
Besides that,
Cigarette.
And chicken nuggets.
Only sardines.
Sardines, yes. So, right now, in Philippines, three fishes are very common. Sardines, tuna, and tilapia. So what happens? So the thing is this, when these, because of course the people, when we have to market a product, we also have to see that the product needs to be cost effective. Okay. The thing is this, when sardines, tuna, and tilapia is there, it's one of the cheapest fishes that are being found here. But processed ones. When a fish is processed, that fish that have the highest contents of the omegas in itself. So moving forward, what is our purpose? To bring a good product for the Filipinos to improve the expectancy rates of the people.
Yes.
Okay. Now, omega-3 industry now relies heavily on large-scale wild catch fishing. As we said, tuna, sardines, and tilapia are those fishes that are being caught in a wild sea. And when they process those fishes, what happens? If you can see, this is the structure of the oil that they are going to get from the fish. They are going to do a de-esterification of the press. What happens? DHA is broken, EPA is broken. This is converted into free fatty acids already. Now, to make it technically more bioavailable for the body, they have to process it more. A second process. Now, what will happen? They have to induce ethanol to make it stable for the human body. If they will not put ethanol in the body, it will still be free fatty acids. What is the side effect of free fatty acids? Atherosclerosis. It will go and stick to the arteries of the heart. Now, as you can see, as I mentioned, that even though it is EPA and DHA, still it is not as much good for the health as it should be because it has been already processed. Moving forward, right now that the fishes that we are catching from the seas, what is happening that no one knows where the fish is coming from, right? No one knows what was the health of the fish. Do you even know that fishes also have diseases? Right?
Yes.
So no one knows what is the health of the fish that you are eating. Right? No one knows in that particular area how many heavy metals or contaminants were there. No one knows how many microplastics were there in the sea. So it is not at all safe for what we are eating right now. The solution, as you can see right now, the fish oil that have been in the market, you can see there is anchovy fish, there is cod fish, there is tuna, sardines, salmon. You can see salmon have the smallest area. Why? Because even though it is a very good product, but there is a reason behind that. Mostly there is a huge investment on the processing of the salmon oil. It's not easy to process the salmon oil. That is why there is a very small market share for the salmon oil. But the biggest market share is from sardines, tuna, cod, and anchovy.
Special sardines.
Yeah, especially sardines. So now what is Omega? Our product, our O-MEGALIFE, is made up of only one API. You know what API means?
No.
The active product in the final dosage form. Okay. This is a patented salmon oil. No one in the world can produce this oil in the process that we are producing.
Wow.
Yeah. So the solution that we brought with our product to replace the outdated fish oil that they were bringing in the market. Okay, we are bringing just to give the EPA and DHA to the consumers. We are introducing a next generation salmon oil from fresh sesame grade Norwegian Atlantic salmon that is delivering a full spectrum of omegas. Now, do you know what do I mean from full spectrum omegas? Have you ever heard? Maybe your cooking oils, they state this is omega-3, omega-6 and omega-9. Do you know how many omegas there are? No. What are the common ones that you have heard so far? Three. In actual, there are 9. And all those 9 omegas are present in our product. Moving forward, as you were saying that why people are using heart. But this product, because it has 9 different kinds of omegas, it will give anti-inflammatory, anti-allergic, and antioxidant effects. So it's basically a combination of the benefits you are going to get from a single product. Now, furthermore, the kind of the technology that we have used to develop the product, this is easy to swallow, and it is a new idea to the consumers in a very cost-effective procedure. Moving forward, because as I was mentioning before also, the wild fishes that we are getting from other seas, they are not at all safe for the consumers. But our strictly regulated salmon that is of a sashimi grade. If you go to Japan, you must have seen sashimi grade is one of the most highest cuisine that is available at the restaurants. So that sashimi grade and our product is from non-GMO antibiotic fresh fish. Now, what happens sometimes, as I mentioned to you, fishes do also get sick. When the industries they catch fish and they see that the fish is not in a good condition, what they will do, they will try to treat the fish with antibiotics. That is where the health of the fish will not remain the same and it would not be healthy for us as well. Moving forward, I will show you the farm where our special salmon is being harvested. So this is being protected from parasites, infection, and are raised in a compliance with strict Norwegian regulations. It is harvested at a 5 kg. Do you know, usually a fish having a 5 kg of meat, it's quite heavy. And you know, when does a regular fish have that much weight? Usually around when the fish is of 5 years. But when the sea is so dirty, how can fish even live up to 5 years? It's just few months and the fish will die already. But for us, our fish, because they give a proper feed, it is being harvested in a properly controlled area. So our fish gets 5 kg at 15 months. So it's like we are just having a pure organic fish to the consumers. Moving forward, because as I mentioned that there is plastic, so our aquatic areas where our salmon is being harvested, it contains around 98% of water and 2% of biomass only. No plastic, no heavy metals, no other fish even, just purely salmons. So that they can grow, they can feed, and they can harvest a purely organic atmosphere. Now, as I go further, now this is the plant that our salmon oil is being extracted. If you can see, there are these small circles, right? So this is where our salmon is being harvested. Wow. It's strictly monitored, strictly controlled, and it's at the side of the water, at a far side, so that there should be no interactions with other population of the fishes even. So now, as I mentioned to you, our product, it's full spectrum omega, meaning it has all the 9 omegas in it. So because this is a very unique process, so the product name, they patented and they categorized it as Omego, meaning a full spectrum omega. As we move forward, now, as you all can see, this is the process of the extraction of the oil. So it is a patented enzymatic hydrolysis process in which there is a gently liberation of the salmon oil from the fresh salmon. Now, what happens? They are manufactured, they only use fresh sashimi grade salmon, 100% 100% of the fish, out of which around 67% of will go to the for the salmon products for the food, and then 33% is taken to the industry for us to develop the capsule, right? The oil. That's correct. Now, this process is done within 1 to 2 hours, not more than that. You will have the oil that you are going to eat in just one oil after they have been taken out of the water. Now, how do they do that? It's just water and enzymes and salmon. No chemical have been used in the hydrolysis process. So once it has been hydrolyzed, that's where we get our final product. As we move further, as you all can see, that it's for us, we are done. Our procedure is just catching the fish, taking it to the factory, and that's where it's just generally we give at it a little bit of heat at 60 degrees, not even at the boiling temperature. It goes up to 60 degrees, no chemicals, and there you go. You have the oil in your hands already. That's it. However, for others, it's a process of 2 to 4 days. They have to heat it, they have to hydrolyze it, they have to process it, they might have to use stabilizing agent. If you have seen their fish oils, they cannot produce a product without vitamin E. If you might have observed, there is vitamin E every time with the fish oil. Why? Because the fish oil itself is so unstable that it needs a support to be there. That is why there is vitamin E. But for us, it's purely salmon oil. Wow. Now, for us, while we were processing the oil, our oil, and this is basically a comparison of our oil with anchovy and other concentrated fish oils. As you can see, this is ours, okay? So this is free from pressure cooking and high physical stress on the biomass. This is free from caustic bleaching. This is free from the need of winterization. This is free from acid hydrolysis. This is free from high temperature fraction distillation. This is free from re-esterification. This is free from the need of deodorization. Do you know what is the concept of deodorization? Usually, when you take a fish product and then after there is a fish smell.
Yes.
So with our product, they won't be. So and then the last but not the least, our product is free from reblending to replace active antioxidants that have been destroyed by processing. So as you can see, our product is free from any other process, free from any other acid, free from any other molecule that can destroy the efficacy of the product. Whereas the other products that are in the market, we cannot say anything about. Right? Now, why our product is different? Number one, it is fresh, clean, and raw. It is fresh, clean raw material input, and the way that we produce, that no one can do. It is a patented production. So this product is one of a kind of health product. It has guaranteed full spectrum. There is no other product in the whole world so far that has 9 spectrums on it. And I am not saying this just like that. There is clinical trials and clinical evidences that can justify that this is the only product that has full spectrum to it. Now, for example, and as we move forward, for the benefits of regular consumption of fresh fish, what happens is that we took the fish, it was untouched during the processing phase, it was delivered with precision and grounded by science. Here, I will explain you later what do I mean by grounded by science, but final capsule. Okay. The benefits of the regular consumption includes it can reduce the risk of developing allergies. Have you ever heard that a doctor is giving a patient who has asthma a fish oil just to treat the symptoms of the allergies? Have you ever heard anything?
No.
This product have clinical evidence that it has been given to asthmatic patients and their asthmatic frequencies or attacks have been reduced.
Yes.
Sustained benefit come from the diet containing fish and vegetables in later life of 9 to 11 years. In adults, fish, vegetables and antioxidants can help to reduce the risk of allergic sensitization. And because our one capsule is of 1 gram, right? So even if you take 2 grams of omega, 2 grams of capsules per day for 1 week, that is automatically you have taken 2 portions of seafood a week.
Wow.
So that is how potent and how pure our product is. And then 9 in 10 people do not get the recommended minimum of 255 gram of fish according to the USDA analysis. When they will have this product, do you think is there any other need to have a fish portion or any other thing? No, because they have already taken the source. Now, you will observe that regular fish oils are yellowish in color, but our capsule is of a bit orangish color because of the color of the salmon meat itself.
And color of Ascendra.
So the orange color, because as I'm saying to you repeatedly, no process except it's a pure salmon oil. That is from where it gets the orange color. So now you can know why the color is different than the other fish oils. Now, what do you think a shelf life of a fish oil of the products that we have in market? What is the shelf life of those products? Maximum 2 years. That's correct, 2 years. Why? Because those have been already processed. They have ethanol attached to it. Over time, ethanol will displace itself and it will be unstable. But for our product, there is no ethanol to it. So it have a 4-year shelf life.
Wow.
It has a 4-year shelf life and it does not even require vitamin E for it to be stable. So that is one of the most amazing things that we can say about this product. And actually, it's like right now the manufacturer of this one, they are trying to add this part as a necessity. What they did is that they tried with other oils as well, but the most stable oil right now have been the salmon oil. So in that there is no oxidation. It is not even prone to oxidation. No matter what temperature, you will keep a capsule here, come back after 3 years. If there is no aircon, the capsule integrity will not be damaged. Yeah. So moving forward, first I'm going to go on this side, then I'm going to go on that side. Moving forward, right now, the 90% of the market share is with concentrated fish oil. That is coming from anchovies, sardines, tilapia, pollock and herring. What is the ratio of EPA DHA? Is 18 to 12% ever, and then it have a vitamin E to it. But for us, how much? 84% already. And now, as I mentioned that we have all omegas in our product. As I mentioned that we have all omegas in our product. So the total omegas out of that, of a single capsule, 78% is the omegas, and then less than 17% is the saturated fatty acids, meaning omega 3, omega 6, 5, 7, 9, and 11. So this one they only recommend it as an anti-inflammatory. For us, anti-inflammatory, immune health, and skin health.
Wow.
So this is of all the omegas that I mentioned before. They are used for the reducing the triglycerides. Triglycerides and anti-inflammatory. They have a positive impact on the blood lipids. They have anti-inflammatory, anti-androgenic, and a source of EPA, DHA. Anti-inflammatory, skin health, cholesterol reduction, anti-inflammatory, anti-diabetic as well. Then anti-inflammatory and regulation of the energy, anti-inflammatory and improve insulin sensitivity.
Yes.
So now you know the complete benefit of the product itself. How much beneficial this will be for the consumers, right? Now, before I tell you, you already know what is the USP for our product, right? That's good. So, as I move forward, the unique selling points for our product is that it is 100% natural salmon oil. It has a unique stability with a 4-year shelf life, and there is no need to add an antioxidant. The contents contain more than 84% of the natural anti-inflammatory fatty acids, have total omega content that is also more than 78%, thus providing the full spectrum of omegas. That is 3, 5, 6, 9, and 11. The minimum levels are guaranteed. Now, in addition to that, you know the structure of the oil particle, the way they have taken out or they have extracted the oil, the lipopeptide fraction that is very unique itself. No one can compare the structure of the oil particle with anything else. That is why once you take this capsule, 100% of the capsule will be absorbed in the body. Not even 1% will be wasted. So, it has a proven and tested higher absorbability. It is rich in potent antioxidant, that is astaxanthin. In the process, there was zero waste because they utilized the whole of the fish. In the process of the extraction, it was gentle and delicate. And to check, we can also give you, if you want to see the video of the extraction, we can also provide you with a QR technology for you to see. Now, why does it have a 4-year shelf life? Number one, because it has no lipase activity. You know what lipase is? There is an enzyme that usually what there is present with every oil. When it is present, it will break down the oil particle already. So, because this was generally deliberated, no chemical processing was done, right? So there no lipase, there is no peptide enzyme, so there is no hydrolysis of the oil. As I said, if you will come after 3 years, the integrity of the product will be there. Why? Because there is no extra thing added to the oil itself. Moving forward, because this product was extracted from the body of the salmon, so they did not use any guts from the salmon. You know, in stomach there are some enzymes already that help to digest the food, right? So what they did in the extraction of the oil, they removed the belly part. They sent that belly part for the food. They did not even waste that part. They used the head part and the tail part for the extraction of the oil that have the greatest oil parts in the body. So they removed the gut and When the gut is not there, so the enzyme is not there, right? So there is no presence of the gut that will ensure that the oil will remain as a oil. So this ensures that there is very low free fatty acid. Do you remember the first slide that I showed you that had free EPA and DHA?
Yes.
Those are basically the free fatty acids. But in our structure we don't have anything. So automatically the shelf life, the product integrity is there. Now the third thing, when we were doing the extraction of the product, we did not use any hydrolysis, right? We did not use any heat. We did not add any water. So there is no outside factor that will affect the product. Another factor adding to the 4-year shelf life. Now the last thing is that a temperature. As I mentioned to you, we did not increase the temperature much while we were extracting. It was only from 55 to 60. That is the normal temperature, I believe. If you will just close the air con for 2 days and the room will heat up. So that's the normal temperature. So the oil is not disrupted basically. That all these factors will contribute for the product to have a 4-year shelf life. So now as I move forward, just for your, because what other fish oils do, since they have used high temperature processing, since they have, because there is high temperature, if you will not maintain the temperature, they will say that, okay, you have to keep at least at 25 to 30 degrees, otherwise the capsule will melt, right? So what happens? Because the oxidation increases within the capsule. But for us, there is no oxidation. Yeah. So that's why our product have a 4-year shelf life. So this would be probably for, I think you would be looking forward for this, the comparison between a regular fish oil, a white Alaskan salmon oil, krill oil, and our product. Because there are these products that are already available in the market, right?
Yes.
So the source for the regular fish oil, as I mentioned to you, it is variable. For white Alaskan, it's the salmon, krill, and for us, our fish is coming from Norway. The omega-3 form is a triglyceride. For this one, it's a krill oil. This is processed. For us, it's 100% natural triglyceride. The key components, this is only having EPA, DHA. This is having EPA, DHA, vitamin D, astaxanthin. The same here, but for us, you can already see how big it is, right?
Yes.
Moving forward, the concentration for EPA, DHA, the concentration will be very high because that's what they only have, nothing else. For this one, it's generally lower because there is vitamin D and astaxanthin. For this, also a lower. Now, this might confuse you. What does optically the lowest means? Any idea? Any guesses? Wild guesses? Optically the lowest. What does that mean? You know, a product, when they have to produce a product, they have to do some analysis, right? So what they did, when they analyzed, optically the lowest means it does not have any impurities. Fully pure. Meaning, optically the lowest, no impurities, but highest level of total omega and natural fatty acid. For others, there is. They did not specify that it's pure because they can automatically see that there are some impurities or some ethanol particles or water particles. But for us, it's purely an oil base. Moving forward with the bioavailability. This is, I will be sharing with you later on clinical data as well. So it's okay, this is standard, potentially higher, and this is the highest. Astaxanthin, there is none. It is there, but there is also astaxanthin. Clinically, I will share with you, it has the highest astaxanthin available. What is that astaxanthin? Sorry, ma'am? Yes, that's correct. Now, fishy birds. You know what fishy birds you have? Have you ever tried with other fish oil products? So what happens when you take fish oil products? You usually have a bird that have the smell of the fish. So the regular products, it is common with them. With the Alaskan salmon oil, it is a possibility. With the krill oil, it's less common with us because we have used a technology that will completely control the smell of the fish even though when we ever take it. That is an advantage to our product. I will tell you later also what advantage we can have with this particular part when we have to take the capsule. Moving forward, the cost, you can see this is expensive. It also varies. This is mid-range, but for also it's mid-range product, not to the extent of how much we have invested. The price is comparatively still low. The capsule size is small, not too big as compared to I have seen other fish oil products in the market. There is no allergen. If unless if anyone have any allergy with salmon, that's an exceptional case. Otherwise, there is no allergen on it. And then, last but not the least, that has the highest quality, stability, clinical proven, unprocessed. That will give us a whole food, help the immune health, help to deal with the allergies, improve the sleep pattern, and provide antioxidant and anti-inflammatory activities. So I hope that this comparison is clear to you because this is one of the main factors that you will be encountering once you are promoting the product. So it's a very common question, how will you position this product over the other fish oils? Well, now, moving forward, this is basically for your information, this is chromatogram that was conducted in the lab just to justify that it has all the omegas present in the oil. This is a full specification sheet that can be used to declare that it has all the omegas. So this is also lab based, and it also, our product also has the patent number in USA. This is also the same. Now, as I mentioned, it is a patented product in US FDA. So, in US FDA, it has 3 claims just for the innovator filed 3 claims for our product because it is treating 9 cardiovascular diseases. It is useful in 2 joint health claims. It is useful in 2 brain health claims. It is useful in 2 eye health claims. And the most important also, it is being beneficial for 4 antioxidant claims. So, as I mentioned, that the 22 structure function claims in the US is based on 1 gram of salmon oil daily to support the cardiovascular health. So why? Because it has other omegas in itself, right? The lab study suggested that it may perform other commercially available marine oils, that is algal oil, omega-3, that is 18 to 12 ratio, and also this outperforms the cod liver oil. Now, what are the things that it helps? Cardiovascular health, vascular health, healthy circulation throughout the body, endothelial function, supports heart health, normal function of the heart, supports healthy triglycerides level in the body, supports the maintenance of healthy triglycerides level in the normal range, supports joint health, supports the inflammatory response in joints due to response of exercise, supports brain health, supports cognitive health, supports normal vision, and also supports the antioxidant status that is useful for the skin also. Now, as I mentioned to you, it has astaxanthin in it. What it does, it helps to remove or kill the free radicals in our body. It is a very antioxidant, as ma'am said, that this is the king of antioxidants. So it has a superior capacity on other carotenoids such as vitamin C and vitamin E. So our product, the astaxanthin, is one of the best products, or one of the best antioxidants that a human can consume. Not only in US but also in Europe, we have this product. The claims are made with a minimum of 1300 milligram daily dose because it contributes to normal brain function. This is contributing to the maintenance of normal vision, contributes to the normal function of the heart, and also maintenance and promotion of the heart and healthy circulation. So all these factors, the product, the oil that we are going to bring into the Philippines market, it's already well claimed in US, in Europe. And the third one is Philippines. So, of course, whatever I am claiming, there is an evidence-based approach to prove the health benefits. There have been different successful clinical trials which I will be sharing with you. So as we move forward, around 11 clinical studies have been conducted so far, and still at the moment there are 32 more clinical trials being conducted with this product. So I will just quickly go through just for your understanding. So this product have been because this is a natural triglyceride, right? So it is easier for the body to absorb. Usually what happens when the product is hydrolyzed, esterified, or it has an ethanol entity attached to it, the body does not find it very easily to break it down. For this one, because there is no outside molecule attached to it, 100% absorbed in the body.
Wow.
So there is a link with it, if we can share with you also. So this one was to prove that this is 100% bioavailable to the body. Moving forward, it has 2 to 3 times higher absorbability of the natural triglyceride omega-3 that is available in a regular fish product. Now, you can see that is the normal one that is available in the market. This is our product. Now, if you can see that this is the percentage change in the mean serum. Usually what happens, doctors recommend, okay, you start taking fish oil, that will help you to lower the cholesterol. You have to maintain over 6 to 9 months. Our product have been beneficial in 2 months only. This is just on the basis of 2 months. So, because there is a limited bioavailability of the this is because of the limited bioavailability of the ethyl esters that is difficult to break down in the body. So, most of the ethyl esters or other fish oils is already wasted. Maybe around, depends on the product, depends on the way it have hydrolyzed. The usual rate is around 40 to 45% only. The 60% of the drug that you are taking, the product that you are taking of the other fish oil, it's already out of your body. So imagine. So, but for us, there is a huge difference. Moving forward, this study, as you can see, this was the name of the clinical trial. What they tested was because vitamin A, vitamin E, and lutein, these are very difficult to absorb in the body because they are themselves oil-based, right? What happened, usually if you know, if you have heard about it, that it's not easy to, even if you are taking vitamin E, you have to take it continuous, right? Until and unless you will not take it continues, it won't bring out an effect. That's the same case with vitamin A. That's the same case with vitamin E. Now, to make it stable, usually the capsule, if it's individually packed, the capsule of vitamin A, vitamin E, and lutein, it's not stable. Usually the capsule will burst. What happens? They try to mix it with either oil base, that is lecithin, or they mix it in an aqueous base. Now, when vitamin A or E is mixed in a lecithin, it's only absorbed up to around 60%, 65%, right? But when it is absorbed in aqueous base, because the particle is oil-based, right? So it is only absorbed into around 55% of the body. But our oil, if you are taking vitamin A, vitamin E, and lutein for your eyesight, this salmon oil will help to increase the absorbability of the product in the body. The next study that was conducted was to see the cholesterol lowering effect. So the blue bars are before treatment, the orange bars are after treatment. So people use sunflower oil, they have used fish oils, they have used algae oils, and you see the difference after the treatment. There is a 12% reduction in the cholesterol already when you are using the salmon oil. So this is also clinically proven because what happens? These are processed oils. As I mentioned, 60% is wasted. Only 40% will be there in the body to perform its function. So the effect is very minimum. But for this, since it's pure, so there is a huge difference between before the treatment and after the treatment in the lowering of the cholesterol. So this is another study that was conducted to see that DPA, that is omega-9, and astaxanthin are the key components that promote the cardiovascular health, and it is not present in any other oils. So DPA is one of the rarest omega that you will ever see in any product. But when they combine the level of DPA in our salmon oil, it was the highest. Now, when it goes, if you have encountered any other thing, doctors usually say, even if you have a weak heart, they will say, keep an intake of antioxidants, because that's why it will give a support to the heart. You don't have to be necessarily on the medicines because there is a base. You're giving the base to the heart already, right? So DPA is one of the strongest base that they can provide to the heart. So they have also clinically tested, and salmon oil have the highest dosage of the DPA in the oil. So that, as I mentioned, that this is the oil that offers full spectrum. So these are all the oils that you can find in one product. So as we move on, as the technology is developing, so the emerging science points to the benefit of needing a broad range of fats from the fish, because right now these are all the extracts of clinical data that are available, and they are saying that the products, even it's a fish oil, it's processed. It's not useful for the body. You need to have a natural source, a better source. So because our product have all the omegas in it, so based on these studies, our product is the best so far. Now, they had also tried to check on the inflammation levels. Okay, now this one. As you can see, this was, do you know what eosinophils is? That is the cells that your body releases when there is a allergic reaction, right? So, as I said, that this has anti-inflammatory effect. Even though you are going to take any other anti-allergic products, like there are many pharmaceutical products that you can take. This is the effect of Omega. You see, this has the quickest effect to treat your allergy, to treat your inflammation in the body. So, how much is the difference? 55%. That's a huge percentage, I think. Moving forward. Now, can you believe this product was compared with diclofenac? This was compared with diclofenac to treat inflammation. Because there are some people who don't want to go on, they will just bear. They don't want to have medicines or they don't want to take medicines, right? Our product is the solution to that.
Wow!
So this is sorry. So for this one, the orange line is the Omega. Our Omega is equal to 10 and 50 milligrams of diclofenac already. So this is one of the most, I don't think there is any other fish oil that have been compared with a pharmaceutical drug so far.
Ganda yan ah.
Moving forward.
Inflammation.
Okay, sometimes
Para sa
people
gout.
will start taking the normal dosage of fish oil is around 2 capsules per day. People will take 4 capsules per day.
Yes.
It's not okay. It does not make sense because ultimately 40% of the drug is eliminated already out of your body.
Wow.
Yeah. So, this is a clinically proven chart that states that you just need to take only 2 capsules, not more than that. It's way better than others because maximum 2, otherwise, you see, 1 is also okay. The difference is not so big. 1 capsule of salmon oil is sufficient for the body as
So ilan?
Now,
Per day.
as we move forward, how does the processing affect the cholesterol lowering ability? The thing is this, so this is something that is of other oils. Why did we specifically chose to go for a natural way? Because if we would have heated it or if we would have oxidized it, you could see the difference, right? So that is why we choose a natural process to extract the oil so that it would give a maximum ability to lower the cholesterol in your body. Meaning, right now, 1 capsule per day is sufficient for your body to lower the cholesterol. Now, this is just for your information, for you to know how you can position salmon oil in a market where there are high esters. Right now, I believe no one knows this. Excessive usage of ethyl esters, excessive usage of other fish oils lead to atrial fibrillation that is irregular or rapid heartbeat. The more fish oils you will use, because it's processed, it is oxidized, it is hydrolyzed, it is esterified, it will lead to heart problems. Something you are taking to treat your heart condition is worsening your heart already. So that is the thing that now the European government had started to take action on. You don't need to take something in excess. Because of that, our product, as I mentioned, it is 99.5% pure. So 1 capsule is sufficient for you to lower the cholesterol. So this is, in short, the whole summary that I have so far presented. It was a patented discovery. It has more than 84% of the natural full spectrum fatty acid complex. It has more than 78% of the total omegas. Excellent palatability and traceability. It has a 4-year shelf life. It has been approved in US and Europe for treating health claims. It has antioxidant benefits. Last but not the least, this is a 100% natural product. So this was on the salmon oil, right? Now, on the box of O-MEGALIFE, you have seen there is Optigel written, right? Optigel DR. Do you know what that is? Any ideas? Any guesses? No? Okay, so what happened? Optigel is basically the way a capsule is made. We have talked about the product inside, but now we also need to know the capsule. This is not a regular capsule. This is a different capsule. So, to meet the clear label omega-3 demand, because we need to make our product more available, because the medicine science had exposed the risks of the processed foods, right? The consumer awareness is growing, as you all now know what is how other fishes are being catched, right? Now there is a rising demand for minimal processed or whole food nutrition. Now, how do we deliver fresh nutrition with everyday convenience? This is the solution. This is the solution that Ascendra have given you guys. So, Omega, the fish, the salmon oil is fresh, full spectrum, unprocessed, untouched, and clinically spotted. Now, this is the capsule. The capsule is clear, enteric released soft gel that is convenient, easy to swallow, and there is no fishy aftertaste.
Wow.
So, this is the technology that we have used. What happens that this is not a meat based, not a chemical based. This is purely derived from fruits and vegetables. So it's safe for people who are also, sometimes some people are allergic to meats or other things, so this is safe for them to consume. The shell retains the, because you know our stomach, it's acidic in nature. What happens? Whatever you take, it will break down. Because this is a polymer derived from fruits and vegetables. Even if it goes into your stomach, it will not open. It will not open, it will just open by the time it goes in your intestines. That is another reason that your product is being 100% available in the market. See, there are so many good things about this product. So, the indirect release can be delivered without a separate coating. The profile can be easily modified. The capsule shell is clear and smooth, and this is potentially compatible with all the ingredients. Now, that is the regular one that is available in the market, and this is ours. Usually what happens, this is one of the main points for you guys to understand. So this is one of the main things that when it goes in your stomach, the capsule bursts. You don't know because the metabolism of each individual is variable from the other one. You don't know how much time will it take for it to be released from the stomach to the intestines. But what happens, this capsule will not break in the stomach. So it will just go in the intestines, and that's where it will start getting absorbed. So that is, the effect is available in 30 minutes to 2 hours. That is only after it reaches the intestines. So sometimes people, because Filipinos, they drink coffee a lot, so they have gastric issues, right? Yes. So the product will not be affected their acidity levels.
Yes.
So this is, as I said, this is stable at high temperatures. You come back after some time, you will not see any cracking, you will not see any flaking. The capsule is shiny, clear, smooth, and easy to swallow. Now, I think the last thing and the most important thing for you guys to understand, the administration and the dosage. When to take, right?
Yes, yes.
It can be taken any time of the day, with or without even because usually people, all of you are working, you will be having a breakfast, right? Sometimes you just, when you are busy in your daily routine, you miss to take supplements. At least you will remember in your daily routine, right? In the morning, you can even take it on the empty stomach, it will not cause you acidity. So this is good with or without food any time of the day, and it is very safe even if you take with coffee. Yeah.
Yes, yes. That's great, that's great.
So that's
Thank you, Ms. Sonia. Before anything else, can we settle down? Can we ask like a couple of questions from our audience?
Yes, please.
A couple of 100 questions. Alright, sino gusto magtanong? Me first, me.
Yes, please.
Because I've been taking the O-MEGALIFE together with the CSO and some of us. The effect was really, it's giving us a good sleep. Every night, yeah. Because, what's the reason behind that?
Because there is, actually there is a clinical study I wanted to show. The thing is this, when the body, sleep is related to your natural melatonin, right? The thing is this, 100% bioavailable, it will remove antioxidants from the body. Your body is being detoxed. Your chemical levels are coming back to their normal levels. So that is why the level of melatonin is coming back to its normal position. No matter caffeine might have disturbed the levels of the coffee that we take, they have disturbed the levels of melatonin over the time, but basically this is detoxing your body. That is why your levels, your circadian rhythms are becoming regular.
Alright, thank you.
Just one thing I would like to add. Maybe if you try, I'm not really sure, but if you are someone who has a regular routine of jogging or running, they might also feel that their respiratory levels have been improved. The reason is the same because of the presence of the antioxidants.
Thank you. Cesar, tulog. Sino may tanong? Ayan.
Hi, good afternoon. As we have heard, our O-MEGALIFE has oxygen, right? So, my question is, may we know how many parts per million oxygen ion content to our O-MEGALIFE? How many parts per million oxygen ions content in our O-MEGALIFE?
Parts per million. Yeah.
For this one, because this have been right now, it's been under clinically trial. Once the studies have been completed, what we can do, we can share all those things with them.
Alright.
Yeah.
All good for the technical aspect. Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
They will have a specific amount. They will release the clinical trials by the end of next month. So I can share those details.
Okay. Who else?
Hello. So I have quite a few questions here listed, so I hope these can help everyone else as well. So first question is, are there any diseases or health conditions where O-MEGALIFE should not be taken?
Should not be taken?
Yes. Second question, is it safe for a patient who is taking medication such as anticoagulants?
Yes.
And also, can it also be given or administered to somebody who has cancer under it?
Actually, another study, they are checking to treat to reduce the cancer cells in the body. This is being proven beneficial so far. Around 100 patients so far, and their target is around to make it 1,000 patients. Okay, so this is helping with the cancer treatment basically.
Okay, thank you. And also, are there any medications where O-MEGALIFE may have a beneficial or synergistic effect helping to enhance the treatment
For
for cancer specifically?
you want me to specify the drugs?
Well, not yes.
Okay, drugs. Actually, because for right now, the old molecules of drugs that have been used in cancer, they act in the body in a different way, and then the new ones, they are acting in a different way. But the thing so far, on the 100 patients, because it's just in the initial number of patients, so far they have treated around 20 different kinds of cancers, that is lung cancer, gastric cancer, prostate cancer, breast cancer, ovarian cancer. I mean, there are 20 different kinds of cancer, and the patients who are treating those medications, the cancer cell reduced when they started taking the Salmon.
Another question. So, it was mentioned earlier that it can be given to kids, right?
Yes,
So, what particular age it is allowed to be given to?
5-year onwards.
5-year onwards. So, follow up to that one.
But I think a 5-year-old child will not take that big capsule. That's the problem. It's just that you need to open the capsule and the liquid can be utilized with it. Yes. No, yes. Because if you remember, in the initial side, I said dehydrated. So they have removed the smell. When children are very picky.
Pwede natin tanungin. Can it help to
We follow up to that question. So, you mentioned earlier that one capsule is good enough for everyone to, yes. But if it is a child, we're talking to a child, how does the dosage differ depending on the age?
Because we have 1 gram, right? So first of all, the thing is this: you have to open the capsule and give the liquid to the child. The child will be difficult to take the capsule, right? As far as it's below 10 years. And for below 10 years, oil that is in half of the capsule is sufficient, that is equivalent to 500 ml.
That would be all. Thank you. No more follow-up question.
Oh, sino pa? Sino pa may question? Questions? What? Okay, Noemi. Alright.
Since you guys are already asking that what would be the taste of the oil itself, so you see, because there is no smell, so there won't be any. It's just that it will give a oily texture to the tongue, but there would be any smell to the oil itself.
Alright. We have a very good discussion and the product is really good and I want to take it now. We're talking of course the effect of the product is all about like the cholesterol in the arteries like that. Will it reach its benefits up to like the visceral level?
Yes, yes, of course. If
Oh wow.
thing is this,
Like my built-in. Yeah, the visceral
are you
fats.
referring to the weight management?
Yeah, the visceral fats. Will it
The
reach
vis-
that level?
Yes, it will. Because the thing is this, this fat only absorbs when it is not being able to digest. That's when it starts to accumulate. This is free fatty acid. This is a possible side effect from the other fish oils that you can take. If you have observed, there are people who are taking other fish oils but they are not able to lose weight. Because it's free fatty acid, it will just keep on depositing on your body. But this one, because there is no free fatty acid, might be it not really in the initial period, it might not help you to lose weight, but it will not gain your weight. That's the thing.
Bilbil nyo, natin pala.
Maybe last two questions because, yeah.
Thank you, ma'am, for the very wonderful presentation. But is it good for pregnant women?
Yes.
How about the dosage?
One capsule per day.
Okay. Then for those who have cardiovascular disease and arteriosclerosis of aorta, you said it's 2, right?
Or 1, yes.
The 2 is better.
2 is-
But for how long is like for curing it?
So for how long the duration? 2 months. 2 months.
Okay, after 2 months, it can be 1 time.
Yeah.
Yes. Then, is it also good to put it on the face?
Yeah.
Because it's for you to clear the skin. And then, I know someone, they asked me also for the hair, so that the hair will grow and become thick.
May pangarap ka pang bumata.
Is it the same benefits of
For the topical use, because this is just for oral use. So for topical use, there are yet no studies and then full trials. No. Yeah.
Okay, Arman.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am, for a very clear presentation, but clear as the basis of many people here.
That's great.
A beautiful like your face. But your presentation is even clear, but maybe you ask the copy of the slide for us to familiarize more.
Yes.
Okay, that's it. Thank you.
Last one, last. Bago tayo tapos, last one.
No more? Oh, ladies and gentlemen, can we give Zoya a big round? Thank you! Ang ilan naman ang palakpak nyo? Thank you very much, Zoya. Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. So, before we end, we'd like to thank everyone for coming. Kaya lang, syempre, hindi natin ma-accommodate lahat because ang instruction sa amin was just the 4 leaders first. And from you guys, we are hoping na makaskate nyo to pababa ng maayos. Ng katulad ng pagkaka-explain ni Zoe. With the same accent. Because unang-una, gusto ko lang yung parating na, of course, bago tayo sa industriya, a lot of people are a lot of companies are being threatened by us. Nakasama yun. Isa sa mga binabato sa atin is that we don't have any unique products. Pero itong nakita nyo, tayo lang ang meron ganito. Tayo lang ganito. Full spectrum ako. When we were talking to the suppliers, talagang nakita namin yan nila JD, pinag-explain sa amin. Pero iba talaga yung in-depth knowledge na pinakita ngayon. Ako, ngayon ko lang nalaman na maganda sa skin, allergy itself, no? May mga allergy, para siyang lumalabas, antihistamine na. Nung kami uminom, ang sarap ng tulog namin, yun pala, ino-normalize niya yung melatonin natin. Antioxidant siya, may astaxanthin. So tayo lang yung merong ganitong product sa market. No? Kaya dapat doon natin ipagmalaki yung mga nagsasabi sa atin na hindi tayo unique. Tawanan nyo na lang, patawarin nyo na lang, sapagkat hindi nila alam ang kanilang ginagawa. Okay, so we were talking to the suppliers kanina pag nakita nyo yung medyo ibang lahi na, yun yung main supplier natin and he promised us by next week, Jenny, darating na yung O-MEGALIFE. Actually, ang hindi sa O-MEGALIFE, hindi yung O-MEGALIFE, yung box. Yung nabansot na box kasi hindi nagkakanta. So nandito na yung mga blisters, kaya lang yung box, pigrit pa kasi talaga sa China. It's a very good box. Talagang naka-embossed, social. So darating na siya. Again, next month, darating din yung ating barley fusion. Alright? And then magiging kompleto na rin yung ating best barley by last week of September or first week of October. So, Ang dami nating plano, ang dami nating ipapakita, ang dami nating ilo-launch. Marami tayong mga nasa pipeline. And we would like to thank all the founding partners for your trust sa amin kasi syempre, 2 months pre-pioneering, ang daming mga masasabi ko kulang pa sa atin, but you are there since the beginning. Pero gusto ko lang ipabot sa inyo na pinag-isipang mabuti yung mga produktong ito. Alright, para sa inyo. Alright? Hintayin nyo yung full demo rin ng barley fusion. Natitikman na ng marami sa inyo yung best barley. Ang daming testimony so far sa lahat ng pure barley na version sa market. Tayo ang pinakamasarap na barley. Ang barley natin pure, pero hindi mapakla, hindi talagang lasang damo o dahon. So, masarap siya, dami na rin nating testimony. Abangan nyo yung barley fusion natin. Kasi pagka ininom nyo yung barley fusion, talagang napakasarap. At saka talagang kala mo siya juice, pero infused siya with the hydrolyzed collagen, hydrolyzed glutathione, tapos may barley. Yun nga yung sinasabi, fenugreek, the first in the market na merong fenugreek. Kaya unique ulit yan. At marami pa tayong mga unique na products na ilalabas. Before ako matapos, binigyan tayo ng permission ng ating mga kasama sa industry. Don't worry about the copy, ibibigay namin sa inyo. Yung iba malungkot kasi panay video nyo, ibibigay naman para sa inyo. Panay picture nyo kada slide, ibibigay naman pala sa inyo. At kaya ibibigay namin. So again, we would like to appreciate the team who went here to really talk about the products. Palakpakan natin yung AMD Enterprise International. Thank you. From kay Julius, kay Korsky, and of course kay Soya. Thank you very much for coming, and we hope that more of talks like this can happen in the future.
Yes.
So, ladies and gentlemen, today is Freedom Friday. Kuhaan mga check-in. Thank you very much. And last word, picture muna pala. Picture muna pala. Oh, picture tayo kay Zoya, can we have you please in front and take a picture, please? Ayan. Cars, pwede ka na sumabay? Hindi ka na.